Test. Hey, there we go. There we go. Sorry. Hello, hello. I'm like a little too close. Yeah, backing on up. Can we hear me now? Rocket did not break the mic. Rocket has broken mics before. Rocket has broken mics. Yes. She did not break this one. Still muted? Sound fixed? Okay, cool. Sounds like it's good. There it is. Thanks, Mr. Anderson. Ambu, you want to hear my voice? Thank you. Yeah, no, Roy. She's big. She's a big kitty. I wonder if I go out of frame, can you see her better? She's my little fat cat. What's funny is, when I got her, like as a baby, I rescued her, and she was fat as like a little tiny baby. She had this stomach. It was so funny. It was so cute. And as time got, as time went on, because she's like 12 years old. She's old, but she doesn't act like it. I I thought she would lose weight, and I've put her on diets, and I've taken her to the vet, and I've given her like diet cat food, healthy cat, all this stuff. Put her on set schedule. She's just always fat. She's just one of those fat cats. Um, so we've accepted, or I've accepted that my little girl is just a little fat kitty. All right. So let's see. I'm gonna pull up. Miss, I'm tired tonight, guys. Normally I'm like, all right, well, I'm, excuse me, I'm tired. Drink some G Fuel. If y'all drink G Fuel, use code Cosmic. It'll give you a discount. We're episode 4 tonight. Okay, yeah, we're episode 4 tonight. I was gonna say episode 3's out, but we're episode 4. All right, let's make sure everything's going swimmingly. Yep, 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 yep. And get a little boom. There we go. Cool. Hi Sue. How's it going? Uh, she's a very lovable cat. Can I move out and see her again? Look how fat she is. She's pretty fat. What's up, Jeff? Can't wait to watch Thor. Oh man, thanks for the super chat. I'm curious to hear what everyone thinks of Thor. Yeah, and Chantrix, we're close. It's been moving kind of slow, but we're close. I'm curious to see what everybody thinks of Thor, because you know what's interesting is Thor Ragnarok is one of my favorite MCU films. It's like number 3, and I've heard like quite a few people actually like mention in like comments and stuff that like they don't like Thor Ragnarok, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting because it's like my favorite MCU movie, with the exception of Endgame and Infinity War. So it's kind of funny to hear that. I think people who liked Ragnarok are really, really gonna love Thor: Love and Thunder, because I think it takes what Thor Ragnarok did, and it goes even further, and it's pretty cool. Uh, it has some really, really amazing parts to it. I'm not gonna spoil anything, obviously, and I can't. Uh, Disney and Marvel put a what's called an embargo. I mean, you can't talk about it until a certain date. I even had to take like I did a really long reaction, like a 12-minute long reaction. I even had to oops. I even had to take that down because they were like, "Ah, it's a little too long. It's a little too much. You didn't really say anything, but it's still it's still a little too much." So they asked me to take that down. No big deal. I get it. I'm tired. Sorry. So I no spoilers here. And but I really, really, really loved the movie a lot. It was really, really funny, but it had some really good serious moments. So yeah, what I would say for Thor: Love and Thunder is to accept the movie for what it is, and because I think a lot of times now we go into MCU movies and we're like, all the connections and all of this stuff, and I do that. That's what I do here for a living on my YouTube channel, right? That's what I do. So uh just go into Thor Love and Thunder ready to watch the next Thor movie, and you're gonna have a blast, and you're gonna love it, and it's gonna be an amazing time. So yeah. Dubbing Stir. um I take it you watched my video. There is some reports going around from some people who have decent track records saying that the Inhumans could possibly be on the moon. Adelon? They didn't say that, but I'm assuming Adelon's there and not in the Himalayas right now. So yeah, I I hope so. I think it would just make sense. Ryan Shaw, what would you rank to Thor: Love and Thunder on your all-time MCU list? That's hard because I got to see it again. It's really hard for me to say after I've only seen it once. Um, but it's up there. It's definitely like top 7. I have to see it again to determine like where exactly it lists. Cause like Shang-Chi is really high for me. Shang-Chi's probably fourth for me. The first Avengers film is always just gonna have a huge place in my heart. Also, that was like the first and last Avengers movie that I got to watch with my dad before he passed away, and he's the reason I love all this stuff. So it was really really cool. It holds a deep place in my heart. And Guardians of the Galaxy, same thing. That was the last Marvel movie I watched with my dad, and I love the Guardians, so that holds a deep place in my heart too. So I have to watch it again. I have to watch it again um, to kind of tell where I rank it. But I think like top 7, which is pretty dang good. I think I can't say I couldn't say that about Eternals. I couldn't say that about Black Widow. I really liked Multiverse of Madness. I don't know if I could say it's top 7 for me though. Shang-Chi definitely is top 5, I think. Uh, so I think it's a big deal that I'm putting in like a top 7. Hey Jeff likes K-pop. What's up? How's it going? Oh yeah, that's a long time. Jeff, did you know that I do a K-pop channel now? Uh, Mr. Anderson, if you want to put that in the chat for anybody who wants to follow my K-pop channel, I sing on it, which a lot of people I guess are very surprised that I can sing, but I grew up singing and playing in bands like my whole life. Did I miss any super chats? I just want to check real quick. I don't want to miss any super chats. I think I got it. Oh, Jaden Rocks. That's a good question. What MCU movies do you need to see before watching Thor: Love and Thunder? I'm assuming everybody has seen Avengers Endgame. That's a must. And I would say Ragnarok. It obviously would help if you watched Thor 1 and Thor 2. But I think like if they're like necessities that you have to watch, they actually do a really good job at like recapping. It's pretty good. So I would say Ragnarok and Endgame are like the must. If I had to throw one more in there, Guardians. Well, if you watch Endgame, you kind of like get the whole Guardians feel as well. So like, you don't really need to watch Guardians of the Galaxy. They do a good job. They do a good job. So just make sure you watch Ragnarok and Endgame, and you'll be pretty good. Uh, how fast do you go, Sif? How fast do you think Miss Marvel is gonna go dark now? This episode? uh, this episode or next? I would like to say this episode. Um, oh, thank you, Ali. Appreciate that. I will keep doing the videos. Nanda, do I think Marvel is spoiling all the Thor 4? No, actually, um, I will just I won't say much. Hey, what's up, Ben Pulliam? How's it going, buddy? Um, I'm not gonna say anything that would spoil the movie, but I think they did an excellent job at kind of actually keeping the plot a secret. That's all I'll say. I was pleasantly surprised. Hey, Daniel likes K-pop too. Daniel Pot. The dance covers, dude. I my ankles would break. I do know a lot of dances. I do, but to sit there and record them and get it all perfect and everything like that might literally kill me. I would love to. I don't know if some of y'all know, but I'm like kind of partially disabled. It's kind of hard for me to walk for long periods of time. So dancing, it takes a lot out of me. I can only like run or like walk and stand and run and all that for about 2 hours tops before my legs just completely give out. Yidhish, thank you very much. Love back to India. Favorite MCU female superhero? It's gotta be the Scarlet Witch, right? Yeah, it's gotta be the Scarlet Witch. I think the Scarlet Witch. Yeah, I do watch anime. I have had to watch so much stuff recently, that I unfortunately haven't had that much time to watch anime recently. But yeah, I do. I do. I actually grew up when I was like, I think it was like 10 when it first. I was like 9 or 10 when Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z started and like were airing like live. And oh man, time of my life. And I guess I don't know if that's considered anime now, but you know back then it was. And yeah, that got me into it, and then I went into Naruto and like Attack on Titan and stuff. So yeah, yeah, yeah. I love the Scarlet Witch and Elizabeth Olsen. If you stumble upon this Elizabeth Olsen, I think you're fantastic. And if you want to go on a date, I would love to take you on a date. And if you want to marry me, I would love to marry you. If you just so happen to be watching. uh No Way Home or Endgame. Oh, that's so hard, Legend Stud. Endgame just because of the spectacle of it all. Does that make sense? Well, that's not fair because it's the spectacle of No Way Home is really big too. I maybe Spider-Man No Way Home. Oh gosh, it's so hard. It's so hard. Oh man. It's really hard. I tie them. They're tied. They're tied. Uh, Wait, is Elizabeth Olsen married? I didn't know that. My apologies. I didn't know she was married. I wouldn't have said all that stuff. Is it? I didn't know she was married. But thank you for clarifying that. I retract it. No offense to your husband, what or what if she married to a man or a woman? I don't know. But no offense to your spouse. I didn't know you were married. Sorry. Happy for you. Wish you a lifetime of happiness. Now I have to like, nah, she's still my crush, but now I have to think like, who's single? You know, like in the MCU that I could, you know. Oh, she's engaged. Yeah, best of luck to them. Best of luck to them. Wait, Rob Arnett? Is that who I think it is? I was thinking of somebody else. I'm doing it right now. Who? Yeah. Who is Elizabeth Olsen married to? Oh no, that's not who I thought it was. I was thinking of Will Arnett. I actually would really like that. This is a good looking dude. This is a good looking dude. All right, all right. Yeah, I see. I see here. Yeah, okay. Fine. I wish you both happiness and success and a good marriage. Wait, since 2018? Holy crap, she's been married for a while. Actually, guys, the episode's gonna release in like a minute, so I'm gonna get the stopwatch ready. That's it. I didn't know she was married, and I keep up on all this stuff too, so that's kind of interesting. That one slipped by me. Maybe I like knew it, but I like didn't want to accept it, so I like just kind of like was like meh, meh. All right, what are we doing tonight? I can feel you over here. I can hear you over here. That song's stuck in my head. My mind, what you gonna do now? Charlie Puth and frickin' J.K. Jungkook. They got me with their catchy songs. Move tab to new window, and we're gonna move this over here. We're gonna cover my face, but keep the chat open because we gotta see the chat. I think it's out now. I think it's out. I think it's out. I think it's out. I think it's out. Yep, it's out. Are we ready? Are we ready? We are going to start this, Mr. Anderson, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Oh no, yeah, Mr. Anderson's working on his phone. Can you hotspot it, Mr. Anderson? Oh, I didn't start the timer. Close enough. Oh, I have to put the timer up. Whoops. Glenn. Jin. Is everything good? I was actually surprised that Kamran was like ended up being like good. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I can feel you away. I can feel you away. Oh yeah, Nakia found out, and we never like I never saw how that went. 59 seconds. Oh yeah, that's how it ended. Just gotta come to Karachi. Wonder what kind of cool music they have for us today. Who would I think will play Doctor Doom? Man, I'm really not sure about that one. I could give you like Wolverine and all that stuff, but Doctor Doom, I don't know. I thought Keanu Reeves would do a good job, but I'd like to see him play like Ghost Rider or something. Ooh, this is good music. I'm feeling it. I'm vibing. Yo, I actually like that. That's fire. Can somebody tell me what instrument that's being played on? I need the soundtrack to this. Wait, who's that? Wait, who are these people? That was her mom. Hey, Jen, PB and Jen, what's up? Oh, interesting. Temporary truce. I'm so sorry. Please answer me, Alex. Oh gosh, she's sent her like a million texts. Why is everybody getting up? Karachi. I really hope John Krasinski is going to be the 616 Mr. Fantastic. If he's not, that would be a travesty because he is literally perfect. Not her cousins. Huh. Hey. There she is. Nice. Oh, I was gonna say it seemed like there was like a little bad blood there, but they seem alright. Please don't spam, guys. If you spam, you're gonna get timed out, and if you keep spamming, you'll get banned. Did you say the City of Lights? I didn't catch that. Jeswin, hey, I gotta see it again, and thank you for that super chat. It's hard to say because I really need to see it again, but like an 8 out of 10, maybe a 9. It's pretty up there. I really, really loved it. Guys, I'm not gonna answer any spoilers about Thor: Love and Thunder. Sorry. Hey, it's Aman. How's it going? Thank you. Appreciate that. Wow, that's a big house. That's a big house. Dang. Yeah, Israel. I mean, yeah, we want the chat to be good for everybody, right? Gosh, that's a big house. That's cool, Mando's culture. I'm glad you could relate to that. Guys, I'm not answering any spoilers about Thor: Love and Thunder. Sorry. Oh my gosh, there's gonna have to be so many Easter eggs in all of these newspaper articles that they have. That's true, Mando's culture. Money is different overseas. I'm trying to look for Easter eggs. Aw. Is it her great grandmother? Oh. Okay, 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 okay. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Oh, here we go. We're getting into it. We're getting into it. No problem, Maverick. Okay, okay. Genetics. Okay, 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 okay. Okay. It is the same train. Sweet. Okay, okay, okay. Dude, that's what I'm saying, Mando's culture in humans, man. Figure. I like that. You learn to find beauty in the pieces. Guys, I can't share my screen because Disney blocks it. It's literally just a black screen when I share it, unfortunately. I used to share it until Disney started blocking it. Yeah, and it's definitely copyright. I've definitely gotten like in trouble before because of it. But, you know. Sana's your grandmother, I'm assuming. Ha. All right, give me the red dagger. Give me red dagger. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Please don't be weird. We're here to visit. Flying teddy bear. Guys, we're watching it right now. That's what the timer on the screen is for. Controversial. Hmm. That's funny. Yeah, the dad didn't go. Oh, she needs to talk to them. Oh, she definitely needs to talk to them. Tonsa, I was most hyped for Thor: Love and Thunder, and I really loved it. Now I think I'm most excited for Guardians 3. I'm not sure if I've ever had any Pakistani food. Maybe like once, but I don't remember. Like ABCD's Instagram. Hello, Alok. What's going on? What's up, Marvel's Geek? What's up? Those were the worst directions in the history of direction giving. Stop moving the screen so fast. I'm trying to search for Easter eggs. I thought maybe she'd see something in the picture. Yeah, Kamala, I'm not sure just the mask is really hiding who you are. But then again, people can't tell Clark Kent is Superman because of glasses, so who am I to say? And Wonder Woman just walks around with her bare face. Oh, Red Dagger! Red Dagger! There he is. All right, all right, I'm in it. Oh, I like it. Ha. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, that dude straight up almost killed her. Dude, if that dagger would have hit her in the face. Ha! That's pretty good. All right. How do you know Aisha? Ha! Terminator. I'm so happy we finally saw Red Dagger. For a while, I thought it was going to be Kamran, but I was like, no, because he's in Pakistan and whatever. I'm glad we got it finally. Oh, thank you, Dustin. I just saw that. I really appreciate that. I try to make some good videos. I've been trying to get try to always improve. So that really means a lot to me. Thank you. Tanza, thank you as well. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you found the channel recently. I hope you continue to enjoy it. All right, so who is Red Dagger with? Ha! Marcus Ninja Turtles and Donkey Kong in the MCU canon confirmed. Welcome to the Red Daggers. Interesting. Yo. Yo, that's fire. Yo, that's so cool. I need a secret layer. I've got a basement. Maybe I'll just like close it off and then make a secret entrance to the basement so no one knows about. I need a layer. No, Tom Holland. I have not watched The Boys. I've watched the first couple episodes and kind of wasn't for me. What up, dude? Yeah, the mask really hid who you were. Hey, that's the famous Bollywood actor, right? They're eating Chinese. Got 'em. Red Dagger. Their scarves are red. Mask Gamer. No, Red Dagger doesn't really have any power. They mentioned the Himalayan mountains. Dude, Inhumans? Are you gonna say it? Freaking say it. Oh my gosh, come on. Dude, are they really about to like do Inhumans right now? Alright, things are getting intense. Things are getting intense. Yo, that's tight. Oh, I thought it was Terrigan Mist at first. Holy crap. Hmm. Interesting. Okay. Come on, someone say the word Inhumans. You think you can just trust them, Kamala? You thought you could trust the clandestines? Hello, Zaman Abram. I didn't see what that said, and I'm gonna transfer. I'm gonna go back just a little bit to see what that said. Supermax Prison Department. Oh, they got Kamran. Oh, dang. Who are we going to see in here that breaks? Well, I guess. Oh, yeah, they caught all of them. Nice. Hey, thanks, Joshua. I really appreciate that. I love doing them. Even though I am tired tonight. These do seem like shield weapons, don't they? Thanasis, it's not spoiler free. uh, I react to it, you know. Bruh. Rude. Yo, that sucks. It's also like, holy crap, your mom. Are those kites? Those are kites. Cool. Ha, that's pretty cool. Oh, look at. Oh, the kite's formed. Be young. That's funny. Sloth baby. Okay, 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 okay. I'm curious as to what this food is. Tuh. She gonna like throw up and die because it's so spicy. Why would you eat that much? Oh my gosh. If you don't know it's spicy, why would you eat that much? Nice. The house is big, and I definitely gonna need the soundtrack to this. Bro, why do you nag on your mom so much? Don't you feel stupid now? Oof, looks like it hurts. But good daughter, good daughter. You were nagging, but now you're a good daughter. Moving to America? I knew it. I knew it. She laughs. Aww. Yeah, I do have one cat. Rocket. Rocket. Yes, named after Rocket Raccoon, but she's a girl. Hello, movie world. Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm expecting like some stuff to go down, and I was expecting Inhumans. We did get to see Red Dagger. I like him. We need more. That was a good fight scene. Ha. I think you should tell your mother what's happening. I really want you to tell your mother what's happening. Dang it! Alright, Tanza, have a good one. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. What is happening? I do read Marvel Comics, bro. Oh, is that her scarf? Is that gonna be no? Oh, nice. I like it. Oh, snap. Yo, dude can fight? Oh, all right, that's pretty good. I love hand-to-hand combat. Yo, I really like how calm he is when he fights. Run, dude! That was pretty cool. It kind of freaked me out for a minute. I was like, why is that guy shoving his own face on his, why is the guy shoved in his own face, but the other guy shoved him against it? What's that guy holding? What kind of weapon is that? Oh, it's like a big, rude. Dude, slam on the brakes. Oh no, that was something else. Rude. You're gonna have to use your powers. Nice. Oh, well, I'm glad she like harnessed her powers and was able to. The bug in my room. A good old Marvel chase scene. Oh snap! Wait, what? It's only got the front wheel? Duh! I feel like they're gonna know you split up, but maybe not. Yeah, I think we are gonna join Chris after to talk about it. That's funny. Oh, that sucks. That's rude. Are they all split up? They are all split up. Oh! Keep drive. What? Keep driving. I want to know what this weapon this guy has. This is like golden. It's like a round hammer. Ugh. Yo. Okay, that was cool. That was really cool. Oh! Oh no! Oh. I feel like you could definitely survive that. Ugh. Huh. The subtitle say blades unsheathed. Nice. What is that thing? Oh, there you go. Okay, Kamala. Did she cut him? Nice. Ooh, the spinning jump kick. Yo, what? Get him, Red Dagger. Oh, 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 oh. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. What's going on? I feel like we kind of gotta start getting some answers here. All right, we need some answers. We need some answers. The train headed to Karachi. Oh, is that them? No, that's not. Well, this is definitely. Yeah, they just said that's the last train. This is partition happening. Dang, look at that. I'm thinking so, Jen. I'm thinking she'll see the. Oh, that's it. I don't like that ending. there a post credit? No post credit. No post credit. Okay. Well, that was something. I'm tired. How do we feel about this episode? I don't know how I feel about this episode. I did hate that ending. Like, yeah, Lily's fandom. I kind of feel the same. Like, what? Why do you keep doing this to us? Like, huh? Well, uh, yeah, 2 episodes left, and I'm getting worried because I feel like we don't have enough yet, and we only have 2 episodes left. Like, there were some parts that I really liked in this episode. Um, Definitely some really cool parts that I liked in this episode, but it. I feel like we didn't get much out of the episode. That it was kind of just leading us to the next episode, and I'm like, I don't see a clear I don't see the direction it's going. Uh, I don't see the direction it's going. It's because this is supposed to build up to the Marvels. And so I'm thinking that the post credit for the finale is going to be Captain Marvel showing up because yeah. Yeah, Sue, exactly. Like, yeah, I see now. I'm seeing a lot of people saying the same thing, like not seeing where the show's going, and I'm not really either. Yeah, I'm not really seeing too much of where the story's going. I liked Red Dagger. I liked the fight scenes. I think we got the most. I think we got the most from Kamala's powers this episode, which is pretty cool. But I'm trying to just think like there's a lot of filler stuff in this episode. I feel like this episode could have there's a lot of things you could cut out of this episode and have replaced with I think more important things. I don't know. I'm not a writer, right? I just feel like there's so much they need to do in episode 5 and 6 now. You know, uh, yeah. Let me text Chris and see if he's getting on. Is he still live? He's still live. Let me text the Christophers. Hey, what's up, Malik? What's going on, man? Haven't seen you in a bit. I know, Mass Gamer. I still think there is an inhuman connection. I mean, they keep talking about her DNA and the Jinn and things like that. Uh, this is just, yeah. I think everyone's kind of confused. I can there are several. Hi, hello. You get some rest. Everybody seems to be pretty confused. Yeah, just like where the show's going.
That I don't think we even have an answer to necessarily, but
What's up, Jillian?
we were just discussing the fourth episode conundrum.
Yeah, that's a thing for sure.
It's absolutely a thing,
Yeah,
I think, and it's something that.
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I think they have so much to do in episode 5 and 6 now.
Yeah, absolutely. Was this 6 episodes? Yeah.
Yeah. Fair point, Derek. They did talk about the Himalayan mountains, which is originally where Adelan, the city of the Inhumans, is.
Yes.
So
There was a lot of information. Definitely going to be a fun breakdown video.
yeah,
But overall, I don't think it has really gone in a direction we weren't expecting. Like, what did we think was going to happen once you got there? We were going to get all this information that doesn't really have any clarity because that's the fourth episode conundrum. They're like kind of pushing all the stuff they've been teasing us for the first half of the series. Now the fourth episode's in charge of kind of gluing it together and setting up the expectation for 5 and 6. So a few people like, it wasn't as good as the rest. Like, yeah, it's kind of not. That's the point of the fourth episode.
it's like why they shouldn't have like this unspoken rule if that's the deal for episodes 4. You know what
Oh,
I mean?
maybe not, but
It's
that's the formula that they've gone with so far. So like you can
yeah,
kind of
it's
predict
just
that.
yeah, it's dumb. I don't feel like the story progressed any this episode. Did it? Like, let's think about it. Like, yeah, we
I
met.
mean, we didn't get any answers, no.
No, we got the red daggers and red
Right.
dagger,
Who
which is
explained not much of
cool,
anything.
right? But it's just kind of like they're just responsible for like protecting Pakistan at night, right? That's like what Red Dagger does in the comics. But it's like, okay, they kind of told us that like, oh, it's this other realm. Yeah, we knew that. We didn't know it was part of Earth. So like we learned a little bit, but it's like we should have like halfway into this episode, she should have went through the vision of the train station, and they should have showed us everything.
Yeah. Yeah. The next 2 episodes have a lot of work. Or they're just gonna leave us on yet another massive
Well, I
cliffhanger.
I don't think in the 6th episode in the finale they're gonna like yawn. Hold on.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, not too long. I gotta get sleep.
I don't think we're going to get Captain Marvel showing up in the 6th episode. I think it's gonna
You
be like
don't?
the post credit scene. No, I think it's gonna be like the post credit of the 6th episode.
Yeah, I probably would make more sense though. They would want to probably keep this about her. That's what they always do. I would like some answers about the 10 rings, which again,
Hmm.
probably not gonna get.
Red swagger. That's funny.
Like the whole teasing of the 10 rings is very intriguing to me, and it could be potentially, the biggest connection in Phase 4 so far. But then they've gone and they're gonna ignore it, and it's just gonna exist in the background until they're ready to use it.
I don't think it's all gonna really come out until like maybe Secret Invasion, maybe the Marvels. I because like let's think about it. Like they are no longer exploring where the Bengal came from. Because if you think about it, the Jinn gave up on the other Bengal forever ago,
Yeah,
right?
they just want to combine
Right.
combine their universes. That's all they care about.
Right. I mean, they showed us, the flashback in whatever that time was, 100 years ago, whenever it was, I don't remember. But they're like, oh, there's supposed to be two. One we'll have to do. They gave up a long time ago, right? So
Yeah, right.
we're no longer going into the
We just
discovery of are these the nega bands? Where's the other one? Blah 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 blah. Where did they get it from? Like that's not a part of
hmm
the story anymore, right? So
Yeah.
that the Kree connection and all that stuff, I feel like it is gone. Because what is the
Now, Jake,
finale? What is the finale now? Like are they really going to introduce like new because you have to think about what other Marvel Disney Plus shows have done. Like we've always thought like, oh, there's gonna be these like big people introduced in like the final episodes and stuff like that, and it like never happens, right?
no.
They stick to what the show is about.
So, what project, either announced or not announced, do we actually, and I'm not actually being impatient. I know a lot of people out there want that connection. MCU is fun because it connects. But when you look back to Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, like these movies their big connection was name drops. Like, oh, they mentioned a city, or they mentioned a character, or an activity, or an event that they had to go check out. That looking back, we know connected, right? And everybody, it seems, the majority of fans are getting impatient because Phase 4 is all over the place. So where do you, if you just had to guess whether it's something we know that's coming or something we don't know, where do you start seeing these ties being put together? Because we know there is a plan.
I think I think it's I so in Secret Invasion in the comics, it's the Skrull who have infiltrated everybody. I think it's gonna be the Kree and the Skrull. Um, and I'm starting to think it's like gonna be like a play on the Inhumans, because right, like the Kree experiment on humans. That's how we get the Inhumans in the comics. And the reason the Kree do this is because they want the Inhumans to be on their side, and they don't just do humans, they experiment on other races as well, so they can infiltrate, a bunch of different other races and stuff like that. So I think it's gonna be a combination of like the Kree have people infiltrating a
Hmm.
bunch of different places, the Skrull have people infiltrating a bunch of different places, and we are seeing some pieces of that everywhere now, like the Ten Rings, Kree
The
technology,
relics, yeah.
right? All these different
Right.
relics and stuff like that. Like, is it all going to be brought together for Secret Invasion, and then is like the really heavy hitter Secret Wars, like another Avengers movie? It's gonna. I think that's how they're gonna tie it together. It has to be some big event. Um, and Secret Invasion is gonna be a big event. I'm actually kind of like
Hmm.
concerned it's a TV show. Like,
Right. You think it should be like a big movie or something. We'll see. Hopefully
yeah,
they can avoid any fourth episode conundrums.
yeah. I mean,
Here's a
well,
good point that you're going to want to hear from Diego Hernandez. He said, I'm a little bit confused with the end, but can Kamala be the one that made the Trail of Stars for Nani? Did we just see time traveling here?
ooh, maybe
Was she the one that actually ended up making the Star Trail?
it's possible.
I mean, where they just mentioned all of these dimensions. Um, and they just like, yeah, this is just one of them. There are millions of dimensions on Earth that line up in a map with different types. Like,
Right.
this
Yeah.
is so much knowledge that they actually did just drop in one episode that doesn't have a necessary or doesn't necessarily have a connection moving forward. So it is very open-ended, loose-ended knowledge about the MCU. That's not a small deal.
Right. We were talking about that. We were talking about maybe Kamal is Aisha, or however you
Yeah,
say that. That's
yeah,
basically almost kind of the same thing, kind of not, but like because we all assume she's the one who made the Trail of Stars, right?
right.
So it's kind of like the same thing. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool, Sue. Yeah, you can watch all this now. Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably what is happening here. That'd be a cool little twist to throw, but like, I'm sorry, but like, what is it like?
Why?
Who cares? Like,
Why?
right? I mean,
Why?
it's cool, but like, where you
The
going?
why
Where
is
you
what we're
going with
missing.
that? Right?
But do
It's
you think, I mean, as a Marvel fan, interacting with Marvel fans all the time, do you think that us sitting here questioning, okay, where does this connect? Where does this, become the MCU and not just a show? Is that us being impatient or is that Marvel falling off? Because it's being translated, I think, largely by fans that Marvel's falling off.
I think
But
so.
you
Yeah.
interact with Marvel, with Disney, with fans daily. Where do you stand on that?
Maybe a little bit of both. But here's really my input on this. We didn't have Disney Plus shows before, guys.
No, not even a little bit.
Just 3 movies a year, right? And now
Not
we
even always
have,
three.
it wasn't always three, sometimes it's two. And now we have 4 movies a year and like
And
five
projects.
Disney Plus
It's
shows a year,
exhausting.
right?
It's so much
And the
information.
reason that they have these Disney Plus shows is so they can actually introduce these things on their own.
And that's the
And
point.
then
And they have stayed true to that.
right, and Kevin Feige said that. And they're going to come together in the movies.
Well, what was the big thing? The first ever Disney Plus Marvel trailer they gave us. The blue background with the Disney Plus trailer and the logo and the Marvel Studios logo, and in the very middle, the universe is expanding. This is a much bigger wave than the
Yeah.
first three. If the first phase was a 1 foot wave and the second phase was a 3 foot wave, and in phase three, the end of the saga was like a nice solid 5 foot wave. Like we're looking at starting this phase, this multiverse saga or whatever we want to call it, with a straight out 10 foot wave.
Yeah.
And you can't see over that. You don't know where we're going. You don't know where we're headed. But like we mentioned, there is a plan.
Well, Kevin Feige even
confident
said
that
that.
there's a plan. I'm confident
Yeah.
that there's a plan.
Well, Kevin
Which is why
Feige
I'm
came
not
out
worried.
like a week ago, not even a week ago, where he was like, "Look, fans are gonna see it soon."
Yeah.
And I think that's because one, SDCC and D23 are coming up,
For sure.
and there's some movies coming out, right?
Yeah. We're only a few connecting of the dots away, I think, from everything just really making sense and getting really, really excited. I just hope that the fan base can maintain their calm, collective mentality while we're waiting for that.
Well, and here's a comment right here by Tux. Is it just me or am I the only one getting MCU fatigue right now? And I think that's definitely not wrong to ask, right, Tux? I think a lot of people are in your are feeling you. A lot of people aren't. A lot of people still love it. Like I personally still love it, and I accept these shows for what they are. I
Hmm.
would love huge, big connections and reveals and stuff like that, but it's kind of like I just said. You have to think back to what Kevin Feige said. The whole the benefit, I should say, of Disney Plus shows is so they can do these things on their own. They can take their time to develop a singular character,
Hmm.
right? Moon Knight, Loki, and I mean Loki had some pretty big impacts, which I think is why it was so huge, right?
Right.
Like we've done watch parties for every Disney Plus show so far. Loki was by far the biggest. And
Right.
like my
Because OG
breakdowns were by
character.
far the biggest because everyone's like, this clearly connects to everything, right? So it's definitely more exciting,
Hmm.
but that's not like the rule for the Disney Plus shows. You
No,
know what I
definitely
mean?
not.
It's definitely not the
Especially
rule.
not when your title character is not only a new character, but a relatively unknown character. And same with Moon Knight. Like Moon Knight was really good and people
Right.
enjoyed it, but it wasn't as big of an event
No, and it
because
was
it is a new, relatively unknown character.
right, and it was about Moon Knight,
Hmm.
right? So this is about Kamala Khan. So like I think for like the new shows where they introduce like new characters, it's just about them. It's telling their
Hmm.
story so they can so like by the time the big stuff happens in the movies, like you know the character.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm a big advocate for A, trust the process. We've not actually been let down yet. And two, manage our own expectations. And I'm not saying you have to love every single Marvel project, and I'm not just sitting here fanboying for Marvel. I am a massive fan. Warren is a massive fan. That's why we've started YouTube channels. And we're super blessed to be where we are with them. But you gotta trust the process, and you have to, exactly like what Warren is saying right now, look at these projects for what they are. Like Miss Marvel was never meant to be anything other than Miss Marvel. Same with pretty much every other project we've gotten on Disney Plus. Like
Yeah.
that's what they are. They're building projects. They're introducing new characters. Like Iron Man's gone, Captain America's gone. A lot of these characters the OG characters are gone. They have to build new characters. They just have to. So I do think patience is a big part of what this community is going to have to develop because I don't think we're even going to be at like an Avengers movie next year. We're not there yet. It's going to be a slow build.
Yeah, I definitely think we need to have some patience. Louis Barry, thanks for the super chat. No, definitely not my favorite episode so far. Maybe the
The wedding
first
episode was
one.
the best.
Yeah, last episode was pretty good.
Last episode was fun.
Yeah, John Guerrero, thanks for that super chat. This is common theme for Disney/Lucasfilm. As of late, trying to cram everything in the last two episodes with too much exposition, not enough clarification. Yeah, I mean, that's what I was. I don't know if you were here, like, I don't know, 10 minutes ago or whatever. That's kind of what I was saying. I was like, I'm kind of worried because there's a lot to tackle in 5 and 6.
Hmm.
And that was the same. You mentioned Lucasfilm. It kind of was the same for Obi-Wan. Now, that paid off. That
And hopefully
worked.
this will too.
I loved Obi-Wan. Oh, I can't express how much I love Obi-Wan. But here's also a good point from Sue. I think as a fan, there's nothing wrong with expecting exciting, high-quality shows, and you're right. And I the I'll say the issue might not be the right word, but I'm gonna stick to the issue. I'm gonna stick to saying that word. The issue with having so much Disney Plus shows is you're probably not gonna like all of them.
Mm-hmm.
right? Like
More content,
I'm
short amount of
curious,
time.
right? I'm curious, like, all the Indian people who are here in the chat right now, like, are y'all really enjoying this? Right? The Pakistani people, like, are you all really enjoying this? Because it has to do, with your culture and stuff like that. And I'm the type of person, I'm like, I kind of find it cool, like seeing this other
Mm-hmm.
culture, right? But I find it cool, but like not in like an MCU sense. And like I enjoy what I'm watching, but at the same time, it's like not really like it's who Miss Marvel is. But at the same time, like the story still needs to be good. You can't just like wow me with cultural stuff. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like
right, right,
I
right.
need a good story to go along with it. Yes, it's really cool. I like seeing and learning about it. But it's like I want to know. It needs to finish. Like it has to have a good ending.
Oh, a lot rides on these next two episodes.
Right.
I think, arguably, other than maybe Loki, more than any show we've seen so far for Disney.
Wait, what? Say that again?
Like, I think other than Loki, because Loki's ending was pretty important.
Oh, for sure.
But this show is going to rely on the next two episodes more than Moon Knight, more than WandaVision. Like, it is going to be determined, like, this is a bad show, this is a good show by what we see next. They've built something, but we just don't know what it is they're building. So whatever it is they're building has to kind of blow us out.
Yeah, for sure. Um, and that's kind of a question. Okay, so I do feel like Kamala is the one who's gonna make the Trail of Stars for her.
I agree. I agree. I think
I
that's the
think
case.
she's somehow stepped
Whether
in.
it's a limbo world that's between time, the train actually is between borders and not actually out of the partition,
Yeah,
whatever it is.
yeah. Lewis Bear, thanks for super chat. Yeah, I don't think you're alone thinking that episode's the worst so far. Last 2 minutes were fun, and you hope to get Spidey, Black Bolt, Matt, Karen, Foggy. It's a lot of expectations. Yo,
Mm-hmm.
Ahsoka Tana in the chat. I'm Indian and Hindu, and I'm really relating to it, which surprises me. Phase 4 has been majorly disappointing. Man, this is well, first of all, thank you for super chat. I'm glad that you are relating to this, even though if that is surprising to you. I don't like. See, here's like the thing. Like Phase 4, and it depends on what you like, but like has it been disappointing? Because like I hear a lot of people say that, and everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
Spider-Man: No Way Home, Doctor Strange in the
But that's
Multiverse,
what Spider-Man: No Way Home,
Loki,
Doctor Strange,
Moon
Multiverse of
Knight,
Madness, Moon Knight,
WandaVision,
I feel like it's been
Thor: Love and Thunder. You're all gonna love it. You know, like
right. I feel like it's been pretty good. I personally really like those shows. If you didn't like those shows and movies, then of course it's not good for you. But like, yeah, there were a few. Like, I'm very open about this. I don't like What If at all.
what if?
Like, I just hated.
Warren hates
I
What If.
hate What If.
We
I was
should do a
just
video.
like,
I hate it.
I was so bored and and it was just so useless to me. I was just like, I hated doing breakdowns on it. Like, like it just wasn't for me. Some people loved it. Some people loved it, and good for you. I'm glad you loved it because it's not fun sitting there watching it not enjoying it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but you know, it's not. That's the whole point. Is like there's so much stuff happening. It's not gonna be a hit every time. But I kind of agree with Sue at the same time. Like, I don't know. I kind of do expect it all to be a hit every time. Because if you think about like, there's only like in the first three phases, there's only a handful of movies that don't hit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But hey, Marvel, you set the bar pretty dang high.
No,
you
absolutely.
know,
They're chasing their own tail. I guess they put themselves in this mess. Let's see if they can climb out.
yeah. I'm actually seeing a lot of people say What If was pretty. Uh,
A lot of people did like it, but
yeah.
I don't know. I like moments of it a lot.
Oh yeah, there were like the Doctor Strange Supreme episode was cool.
Very so.
I actually really liked that one. I liked that one a lot. Uh, and if you enjoyed it, awesome. I'm never one to like shame people for what they liked or tell them you're not wrong, right? Because you like what you like. I like what I like, and I everything else I've actually enjoyed. I can't really think of like I haven't sat there and disliked anything.
Mm-mm.
I haven't sat there and disliked anything besides What If.
I feel like something that I don't want to speak for everybody, but I just speak for the fan base, I suppose. I feel like from my interactions with people, is people aren't enjoying the lack of connectivity after coming off of Infinity War when everybody was on the battlefield together and we had this big huge coming event that now we're back and watching some little girl in her bedroom and having high school drama. Like people don't really want that anymore. But the problem is we kind of have to be there. So yeah, maybe you don't like Miss Marvel as much, but Miss Marvel's going to be pretty cool 5-6 years from now when Secret Wars is happening.
Right.
And you know the character that well.
Yeah, I think we need to really think about the long game.
The long game. Avengers long game.
Avengers long game. Avengers, it finally connects.
Avengers long game in part 2. Avengers, it finally connects.
Avengers, it finally connected.
But it is true. Like when we go to watch 4 or 5 years down the road, I don't know at what point, the next big team up film against Kang, yeah, we need everybody. Midnight Sun to show up, and you know who Moon Knight is,
right?
Because they did go into these painstaking 4th episodes with all of these details that maybe you don't care about now.
Yeah.
You know that character, you can have a connection to that character. Same with Miss Marvel, and some people like Moon Knight more than Miss Marvel, or vice versa, or this character, and that's all going to come to you as time goes on. But right now, we're just meeting these characters. These are the awkward and almost, dare I say, boring introductions to these characters who several years down the road we're going to love when the team-up movies happen.
No, for sure. For sure. And I'll just keep bringing it back to what Kevin Feige said. That ties into what you said, Chris. The Disney Plus shows are so they can focus on the stories of who they are about. WandaVision focused on the story of WandaVision. Loki on Loki. A bunch of different Lokis. Moon Knight was Moon Knight, right? Falcon and Winter Soldier, it focused on them, right? There were no like big, huge introductions with the exception of Kang, right?
Right.
And
which is in the background, stirring.
Right, exactly. So
not a steak dinner.
Yeah, and Lewis Berry, thanks for that super chat. I hope Carol and Monica get connected by the end. I think it's gonna be a post-credit scene, for the finale. Or maybe the very last clip is going to just be like Captain Marvel showing up. It's like, what's up, kid? You got to come with me to fight some Kree and Skrull. Yeah. You know what I mean?
You're more important than you know.
Yeah. And maybe it is the 4th episode conundrum, but this show has the opportunity still to finish very strong. If they pull something like kind of big out, you know what I mean? Because like I don't feel like we've gotten any good action from the show. It's been like bursts of like 2 minutes.
Yeah, but you're like, we're coming off of Moon Knight, which was just incredible. It's like some of the best action we've gotten too. So it's like hard. It's difficult when these are so close to each other. And you just watched Thor: Love and Thunder as well, which had some of the coolest fight scenes. And
Thor: Love and Thunder has some amazing
some of the best fight scenes we've
some of the best I've seen in a long time. But I mean, still, we haven't got much from it. Like if you even think about the 2nd episode, it had that cool montage of her like working out and like training, and there's some cool stuff there.
Yeah, most of the fighting is just kind of punching and camera.
Right, but even when it came down to her like becoming the superhero, like she was stepping so slowly on those platforms to save the kid, and then it's like, oh, let me throw a few platforms down, and I swung with the arm and I missed it, and I'm just kind of like, yeah, it's kind of cool, but it's like, okay. Tahin Sinha, another member in the chat. What up? To be honest, every Marvel's 4th episode was D+ mid. That's what we were talking about. So like, this was actually, I think, the most action that we've got. With the whole car scene and the fighting
the big
inside.
Somebody in the back.
That was cool. Like, don't get me wrong. There are cool parts to this show. I just think it needs to move a little faster. Especially after watching this last episode.
The 4th episode conundrum. Hopefully the 5 and 6 can carry this into a cool story that will lead Miss Marvel into a productive future with the MCU, because I think a lot of people like the actress. I think the character has a lot of potential.
Oh, she's great. Iman is fantastic.
Oh, Iman's awesome. She's so cool.
So I just thought of something, because Sue, so you just said that. She said, couldn't agree more. An amazing action scenes from Moon Knight. This show seems too humble. Maybe Marvel just needs to order things a little bit better. Like, it doesn't, like, they haven't actually told us where anything kind of takes place for the Disney Plus shows, right? I mean,
This has to be post Shang-Chi, no?
of course. I mean, I think so. But the thing is they haven't really said. So like, if you're not saying, it doesn't necessarily matter until later on down the road, and you can say whatever events happen in whatever order. Maybe Marvel just kind of needed to like, maybe this should have been like one of the first things we got, right?
Yeah.
Right, and like Hawkeye, one of the first things. But at the same time, like, if they didn't come out strong, people aren't sticking around for the better shows, right? So it's like, um, so the Red Dagger stuff was cool. I really liked it. Was it, what was his name? Walim, right?
No, I can't remember. I'm too
Super
tired.
cool. Super cool.
Yeah,
That part where
the
he threw
fights
the
and
daggers
that
into the
whole bit.
wall and jumped on them and grabbed them, and
Yeah,
that
that was
was really cool. There's a lot of cool.
her fight with him was kind of fun, although short, but it was fun.
Yeah, no, and that was the most we saw her use her powers ever
Yeah,
yet.
absolutely. Without like being scared to use them, she was confident. Even the whole time they're doing that chase, she's like, "I can't do anything. Like you could build a wall and stop the bus. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I can't do anything." Like, yes, you can.
Ahsoka Tana, thanks for that super chat again. Best of Phase 4, Miss Marvel, Doctor Strange 2, Loki. Worst was Spider-Man No Way Home. Wow. Falcon and Winter Soldier, Black Widow. Can't wait for Thor 4. Spider-Man No Way Home was too nostalgia fest for me. Okay. Don't entirely agree, but you're entitled to your opinion. I do agree with the other ones, though. Yeah, Black Widow is kind of a miss, which is sad because I didn't want it to be.
I just think it was too late.
It was too late. It really was
It
too
would have
late.
been better if it was on its own
It would
time.
have been
But
better if it was
unfortunately,
actually between Infinity War and
yeah,
Endgame.
came out too late. It was an
Yeah.
irrelevant story. Had some cool moments in it, but regardless, it was just here.
Baruch's Barakus Thompson. Kind of confused about your question. But I think Kamala is going back in time and she's going to do the whole Trail of Stars thing.
Or back in dimension.
Something like that, yeah. Lewis
Something
Barry,
like
Amana
that.
stealing the show. Hope we get her and SM. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what SM is. Spider-Man?
Spider Man? A lot of people are expecting Spider Man in this. I would not, guys. Like, I
No, I
really,
wouldn't.
really,
I
really
can
wouldn't. Yeah.
almost guarantee you there will be no Spider-Man in this.
Yeah. Yeah, Justice for Waleed, I think it was like. Yeah,
I think.
Mr. Anderson, that's right. It did give us Yelena, and I actually do really, really love Yelena. She's
Oh,
she's
it did. I
fantastic.
just think the movie as a whole would have been more successful in its own time. The story would have been more relevant. People would have cared more.
Yeah. How do I think mutants are going to come to MCU? That's a big question.
Yeah,
It really is. I think Kevin Feige has big plans.
And hopefully this can lead to a little bit of that.
That's what I talked about today. I do think there's an Inhuman connection here. I do think she is an Inhuman. They might not
They
like,
still haven't identified her.
right. They might not hit the nail on the head with it. They might not come out and be like, oh yeah, you're what's called an Inhuman, right?
More waiting.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I think what I talked about today was if the Inhumans are on the moon or in another realm, that's nice because that separates them from the mutants because a lot of people are like, well, what's the difference between them? It's like, well, the Terrigen Mist has to activate the Inhuman gene, blah blah blah. Mutants are born. Like, it's like I think it's a good thing that if the Inhumans are like different type of species in a different realm, something like that, right? It separates them.
Yeah.
And that's how like this could lead into that by saying like, oh, there's this like alien race that are like kind of humans but blah blah blah, and it's like, oh well, they're actually humans here that kind of have those powers as well. I personally think Doctor Strange is still the key to it. How do you see all these superheroes and not seek them out in your own world? How do you see
Yeah.
Mr. Fantastic and not seek him out in your own world?
Like, I need to find that.
Right, Professor X, the psychic, right? How do you not go, well, where the hell is this guy in my universe? I could have used him to fight Thanos. Like, these people defeated Thanos. Where the hell were they in our universe?
We didn't defeat them.
Right, it's like, what the hell? I had to go through time a million times, right?
There's some big questions there.
Right, exactly. That's always, to me, been like, you just can't ignore that now that it's been shown. I don't care if it's in a different universe. If I were Doctor Strange in real life and I saw all these people, I would go back and be like, I have to find these guys. Like, is the Illuminati a thing in my universe? Like, and I don't know about it? Like, did they do it without me? What's going on?
Hmm.
So, yeah.
Well, I think I need to go to bed.
Yeah. I'm
Or
gonna I'm gonna wrap my head around this and do the breakdown
yeah, it's a big
tomorrow and
episode.
yeah.
Lots of cool reveals that I think one day will make a lot of sense. The problem is right now they don't. So
Hopefully the next two
hopefully
episodes
they
pay
will.
off.
Yeah. There you go.
Um um yeah, I have to wrap my head around this, but I hope it pays off.
Not what we were expecting this episode. No.
No, I expected the story to progress a little. I actually expected more to be revealed. Like, I think in the middle of this episode they should have got to the train station and done whatever they're about to do already. But hey,
Yeah.
let's see what they have coming. And again, it leads into the Marvels and Secret Invasion. So something big could happen. I'm not gonna expect it at this point because there's a lot that
Hmm.
needs to get done in 2 episodes. So I'm not gonna expect it, but you know,
Who knows?
well, and guys, keep in mind, was it Iron Man 2? Tony Stark's phone had an Illuminati app on it. The Illuminati probably exists in the MCU,
Hmm.
and maybe they did it without Doctor Strange. And I think this needs to be addressed.
Maybe it will be. We got lots of time, lots of projects, lots of shows that we haven't even thought of yet that are all coming out.
Yeah, Lewis Barry, I hope so too. Thanks for that super chat. Next two hit like a silent. Dave Lopez. The next episode's gonna have Morbius. He's gonna come in and he's gonna say it's Morbin time, and that's gonna be the
And
big
then I
reveal.
will never watch an MCU project
Done.
again. Okay, deleting the channel.
Yeah. So,
All right, everybody. I have to go to bed.
me too. I'm tired.
Deuce from me to you. Right here on Cosmic Culture.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Say goodbye to Chris. We'll see you. And thank you, Mr. Anderson. He was moderating from his phone today because he was visiting visiting his parents, and I guess the internet went down or something like that. So did it from his phone, and he did it a lot. I watched it. Thank you, Mr. Anderson. Shout out to him. He has his own channel. For those who are interested, go check it out. I'm sure he'll link it down below. That might be kind of hard for him to do pretty quickly. Because he's on his phone, like we talked about. Also, head over to Chris at Cosmic Culture, and if you're here, I want to say you're sub to me, but if not,
If you're not, do it.
go ahead and sub if you want. If not, no worries, dude. We're here. We're here. So if you want to join us for the ride and support the channel, super appreciate it. Cillian Murphy as Morbius.
Good night.
Say good night to Chris, everybody. Lewis Barry, thank you for the multiple super chats. I really appreciate that. I appreciate all the other super chats as well. I appreciate the regular chats, and I appreciate everybody who just watched because we're all having a good time together. We're all talking about it together, coming up with theories, whether it's in your mind, my mind, speaking it out loud. It's all a bunch of fun. Love it. I'm gonna wrap my head around. I have some ideas in my mind. I gotta put them together. I don't want to sound out loud yet because I'm gonna sound like stupid like if they're just completely just off. But I'm so tired. I can't even think straight right now. So I'm probably gonna go to bed now. Wake up, watch it again. Probably probably 2 more times. One to just watch it again, and another one to kind of go through it and really like see what's going on. I think things are gonna get better. Oh, thanks, bro. I appreciate that. I think things are gonna get better. I don't think these Disney Plus shows have to be as connected as we want them to be because I think the movies are what's gonna connect them. So I'm holding out for the big movies. Holding out for the big movies. Thank you, everybody, talking great stuff about the live stream. They're super fun. I love chatting with everybody and just talking about all this stuff. So it's a dream come true for me to be able to, have my own channel and talk to everybody about it. So, hey, thank you everybody for showing up tonight. Really appreciate it. We will be back here next week. That's how I'm getting really tired because I can't talk. We'll be back here next week. Same time, 11:30 Pacific time. And hopefully things get really, really good. So, all right, guys, going to bed. Mr. Anderson, thank you. And everybody else, thank you so much.